Paying another dude for a face rating is a huge waste of money. In the age of social media, personal branding, and online dating, a strange new industry has quietly emerged. Face rating services. On various platforms, people offer to evaluate someone's attractiveness, sometimes for money. They promise honest feedback, numerical scores, and even advice about how attractive a person is on a scale from 1 to 10. At first glance, it might seem like a harmless service, but when examined more carefully, paying another man on the internet to rate your face is, in many cases, a significant waste of money. The first reason is simple. Beauty is highly subjective. What one person finds attractive, another person may not notice at all. Cultural background, personal preferences, and individual experiences all influence how people perceive attractiveness. Because of this, a single person's rating is not an objective measurement of anything. It is merely an opinion, one among billions of opinions that exist in the world. Paying money for a random person's opinion about your appearance does not suddenly transform that opinion into scientific truth. Another important issue is that most face ratings lack credibility or expertise. The majority of people offering these services have no formal training in psychology, aesthetics, or social science. They are simply individuals who have decided that their personal judgment is valuable enough to sell. Unlike professional services, such as medical consultations, education, or skilled craftsmanship, face ratings are often based entirely on personal bias. In other words, the customer is paying for something that anyone could provide for free. There is also the problem of false precision. Many of these services present attractiveness as if it were a measurable quantity. Numbers like 6.5 or 7.8 give the impression of scientific accuracy, but in reality they are arbitrary. Human appearance cannot be reduced to a single number in any meaningful way. A rating system may feel objective, but it is essentially a simplified game that disguises opinion as measurement. From a practical standpoint, face ratings also offer little real-world value. Knowing that a stranger on the internet thinks you are a 6 instead of a 7 rarely changes anything meaningful in your life. It does not improve your career prospects, guarantee romantic success, or significantly alter how people interact with you in everyday situations. Real social outcomes are influenced by a wide range of factors, including personality, communication skills, confidence, and context. A number assigned by a stranger has almost no practical impact on these elements. Furthermore, paying for face ratings can encourage unhealthy thinking about self-worth. When people start to define themselves by numerical judgments of their appearance, they risk reducing their identity to something superficial and unstable. Self-esteem that depends on the opinions of strangers is fragile by nature. Instead of building confidence through real achievements, relationships, and personal development, individuals may become trapped in an endless search for external validation. Finally, there is the basic economic argument. Money should ideally be spent on things that provide real value. Education, experiences, health, or personal development can produce long-term benefits. In contrast, paying someone to rate your face produces little more than a moment of curiosity, followed by a number that quickly becomes irrelevant. In conclusion, paying another person online to rate your face is largely a waste of money because the results are subjective, unqualified, and practically useless. Human attractiveness is complex and cannot be accurately summarized by a single score. Instead of seeking numerical validation from strangers, people would likely benefit far more from investing their time and resources into things that genuinely improve their lives and well-being. If you're a man paying another dude for a face rating, you're wasting a ridiculous amount of money. Women don't need that shit. Let's be brutally honest, brothers. In 2026, if you're a guy dropping $20, $50, $100 or more, depending on how expert that YouTube channel or Gumroad guy claims to be, just so another random dude can slap a number on your face, it's like paying a fellow broke guy to teach you how to become a millionaire. It's hilariously pointless. Why? Because women don't live in the world of PSL ratings, black pill spreadsheets, or wheat waffles breakdowns. They don't pull out a caliper to measure your IPD, interpupillary distance, calculate your mandibular plane angle, or obsess over zygomatic width before deciding whether to swipe right. They see a guy, feel the vibe in about 2 seconds, clock the overall package. Yes, face matters a ton, but it's not just the face. Notice how you carry yourself, how you smell, how you talk, if you're funny, if you have status, if you're chill or radiating desperation. They don't go, oh, this dude's falsetto harmony is 7.2, so he's mid. They go meh or damn instantly. And here's the funny part. The guys who pay for these ratings are usually deep in the looksmaxing rabbit hole. They've read 500 threads on looksmax.org. They know every term. Hunter eyes, mewing fails, softmax versus hardmax. But in real life, they've done maybe 3 approaches total and feel like a 410 because some channel with 200 subscribers told them, solid 5.3, bro, fix your jaw, and you hit 6.8. Then what? They pay another $50 for the next rating, hoping this time the guy will say, you're a hidden Chadlite. Spoiler, he won't. Meanwhile, women? Most of them don't even know face rating services exist. They don't pay anyone to tell them their numerical SMV. Why would they? They get constant, free, brutally honest feedback from the real world every single day. Likes and comments on Instagram, TikTok without even trying. Random guys sliding into their DMs. Compliments on the street or in bars. Easy matches on dating apps. Girlfriends telling them, you're gorgeous, or did you lose weight? You look amazing. Women have an endless stream of external validation. They don't need to pay some dude to say, you're an 810, but your nose has a slight deviated septum, downgrade to 7.4. They already know they're desired. If a girl feels insecure about her looks, she books a dermatologist, fillers, a nose job, gym sessions, not a Discord mod charging $30 for a rating. Men? A lot of us get almost zero validation. So we cling to anything. A paid rating becomes proof we're not hopeless. But it's a perfect psychological trap. It keeps you in the loop, spending money, obsessing over millimeters, instead of going outside, talking to real women, fixing your style, building real confidence through action. Harsh but true bottom line, if you're paying for face ratings as a man, you're already in defeatist mode. That money, plus the hours wasted analyzing different angles and lighting, would be 100x better spent on a decent haircut, clothes that actually fit and suit you, a gym membership, therapy, so you stop believing your entire life hinges on a 110 number, or just doing 50 cold approaches and seeing what actually happens in reality. Yeah, it's gambling, but at least it's real feedback. Women don't pay for ratings because they don't need to. Reality knocks on their door nonstop, you. Reality mostly ignores you. And instead of changing that, you're paying another guy to confirm you're ignorable. Stop, cancel the card. Delete those Gumroad bookmarks. Go outside and live. The only rating that actually matters comes from a girl smiling back at you, not from another dude with a microphone and Photoshop. And if you still want a free rating, look in the mirror, laugh at yourself a little, then go conquer the world. Or don't, but at least stop throwing money at illusions.
The rating trap. Why paying a man to score your face is a financial and social scam. In the dark corners of the looks-maxing internet, a bizarre new economy has emerged. Men paying other men to tell them exactly how ugly or attractive they are on a scale of 1 to 10. It is marketed as objective science utilizing canthal tilts, jawline angles, and mid-faced ratios. But in reality, paying for a face rating is perhaps the most inefficient use of capital in the history of male vanity. 1. The paradox of the straight male gaze. The fundamental flaw is the source of the critique. If you are a man seeking to attract women, paying another man for a rating is a logical dead end. Men and women perceive attractiveness through entirely different filters. A rating specialist might deduct points for a slightly recessed chin or a lack of hunter eyes. Yet history and reality show that women are frequently attracted to men who break every mathematical rule of facial symmetry. By paying a dude for a score, you aren't getting a romantic roadmap. You're getting a breakdown of what men think other men should look like. 2. The subjectivity of the science. The experts charging $50 for a PDF analysis claim to use golden ratios, but human attraction isn't a geometry final. A face is a dynamic entity, changes with a smile, a glance, or the way someone carries themselves. A static photo rating ignores charisma, scent, voice, and status, the very things that actually move the needle in the real world. You are paying for a map of a territory that doesn't exist outside of an Excel spreadsheet. 3. Why women don't need the scale. The reason you don't see a massive market for women paying rating experts is simple. The world provides them with a feedback loop for free. Due to the nature of social dynamics and dating apps, women receive a constant stream of data regarding their perceived attractiveness via likes, messages, and real-world attention. A woman knows where she stands because the market tells her every time she opens her phone. Men, however, often exist in a feedback vacuum. Scammers have identified this silence and turned it into a subscription service. They sell certainty to men who are starving for direction. But a number on a screen doesn't change how a woman feels about you. In a bar, .4, the opportunity cost of insecurity. Every dollar spent on a face rating is a dollar that isn't spent on the gym. A better haircut, or most importantly, an actual life experience that builds personality. The face rating keeps you locked in the prison of your own head, obsessing over millimeters of bone structure that you cannot change without surgery. It turns self-improvement into a form of neurotic gambling where the house always wins. Conclusion: if you want to know if you're attractive, go outside and talk to people. The world will give you a rating for free, and unlike a paid PDF, the world's feedback is honest. Paying another man to analyze your face isn't self-optimization, it's just paying for a seat in a digital cage where the bars are made of your own insecurities.
The idea of paying for a face rating, especially from another person, raises interesting points about self-perception, societal pressures, and the value of external validation. Asterisk men seeking face ratings. Asterisk some argue it's a waste of money because beauty is subjective. Ratings can vary greatly. Self-worth shouldn't be tied to physical appearance. Focusing on confidence and self-acceptance is more valuable. Others might see it as a way to get an objective perspective on their appearance. Boost confidence in social or professional settings. Asterisk women and face ratings. Asterisk the argument that women don't need face ratings highlights societal pressures on women to conform to beauty standards, the potential harm of reducing self-worth to physical appearance, the importance of self-acceptance and inner confidence. Asterisk broader perspective. Asterisk the focus on face ratings reflects societal emphasis on physical appearance. Building self-esteem and self-worth goes beyond external validation. What do you think about the value of seeking external validation, or is there another angle you'd like to explore?